Boy, it looks like Wait, oh.
There we go.
It looks like you've had a long day at work.
Yeah, well, we said we wanted a financial advisor on the pod. Here I am looking like one. Let's go. Let's talk about taxation.
Before we talk about taxation, let's talk about my man, Mr. Pavlovich.
Oh, yes, my beloved.
Yeah.
I was a little bit stressed going into it. I'm not going to lie because
Okay.
I did manage to bet on him. And then, so I was a bit stressed because, I mean, Curtis Blades is a serious opponent.
100%.
But yes, he got that pick right. My only regret is I didn't say Sergey by KO.
Oh yes, I think your odds would have skyrocketed because I think someone mentioned he was a 2.9
Wow.
on some of the betting odds.
Yes, I got him
2.9.
I got him at 2.5, which is
That's
still pretty good.
That's decent, yeah. No, that was insane, and another first round finish. I want to see Pavlovich versus John Jones.
Yeah, obviously.
I wanna see it.
Who else is there? Stipe has been off for like 3 years, and
Yeah.
I get that he's one of the best of all time and everything, but like throw John Jones some lethal, some young, some up and coming, like guys with a lot of ambition and a lot of power.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, give him someone who's gonna take it to him. You know,
100%. Yeah, I like that. I like that fight. I want to see that happen. And man, obviously you're rooting for John Jones, but there's a little part of you
that's like, what if?
it's like eating knickknacks in church. You know, like everyone's like, "What are you doing?" But everyone deep inside they want a little bit of that. Yeah.
No, you can't get you can never, like, people get very high off a fighter after a win like that.
Yeah.
You can't underestimate Jones. But
100%.
what a fight it'll be.
With that, there's a page on Instagram, I think freak.mma. They posted a photo of Stipe with his hand raised against Ngannou. And their caption was just like, people forget.
Yeah, that's
and then
true.
it's like it is actually insane how quickly you forget, because even as a fighter you sometimes are like, you're on the hype train, you're like, okay, I'm backing this guy, but
You can't lose.
like with Jones and Gone, people forgot how good Jones really is, and he showed that in that fight. So it's gonna be great. One of the fights that was super disappointing, Bobby Green.
Oh yeah,
Jared
the
Gordon.
clash of heads. What a
That
shame.
sucks. And Jared and Bobby Green was like throwing a tantrum afterwards because he has like baby mamas to pay. So man be struggling.
But he has a lot. He's like 4 or 5 different baby mamas.
Like when it comes to that point, it's just your fault.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
no, like at some stage, just wrap it or something. Like, I don't know. How do you let it get to that point?
Yeah.
We are in an age of medical innovations, the likes of which we've never seen.
Yeah.
But Bobby Green can't figure out birth control.
But yeah, maybe he really wants some great ass kicking offspring.
Like what's that guy? I think he's a musician, Nick Cannon. He's got like 14 kids or
It's
16
absolutely
kids,
insane.
but he wants them.
I actually know a doctor that has like 11 kids.
Wow.
So he's a South African doctor, actually a famous doctor. I think if you say that, people will realize who it is in that I don't know, job sense or in
doctor
medical
knowledge isn't fantastic.
in the medical profession. But he has like 11 kids. Wow. I think. Or he has 9 kids, but he wants 100 grandchildren. And I think Gila is actually Googling it as we speak.
I found another guy with 300.
But is it that like a sperm donor?
Is that the sperm donor?
It's a Durban gynecologist.
Yeah,
It's a
okay.
Durban,
But
Durban
is
gynecologist.
it? No, but I mean, like, okay, let's be honest. Like, if you donate sperm and you get 300 kids, that's one thing.
Yeah.
If you pump out 300 kids yourself, that's another thing.
That is like, those are impressive numbers.
That's crazy
That's like
numbers.
a 30 bomb on Call of Duty. That's really
Like,
impressive.
You can't. How? What's the child support like?
That's one. I can't even look after myself. That's expensive.
Yeah.
To have a kid. I remember like when we grew up, and especially when my parents got divorced, I was like, how on earth did you guys manage to look after us? Because everything is so freaking expensive. It's absolutely insane.
I see. There's been a big thing on TikTok. I'm always on like the weirder side of that website. I saw there's like a trend going around with
Yeah.
like people like usually girls showing off their teenage pregnancies. And it's like, I'm an '08 baby with a baby. I'm like, how?
Oh, eight. How old are you then?
Like 15?
15. Yeah,
Huh?
that's...
I'm 22. If I have a child right now,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't.
Maybe we must do a video where we look after babies for a day. Like like this Thursday we're dropping an episode where we played golf, and I think
Take
we
that
should,
as our interview.
like a yeah. So anyone that wants to borrow us their babies for a day, just hit us up.
I'll breastfeed them and Cammy can change their diapers.
That's absolutely terrible. But on your TikTok thing, the London Marathon was this past weekend. Okay, and I saw this absolutely insane. Okay, well I did save it somewhere. Wait, let me check on the
You
gram.
can find it now. Gilly's gonna put it up on the screen for all the people to see as well.
Let me just check. There's a guy, London Marathon. Let me just check.
No, but kids are scary. Like, just think about it, ne? Imagine the responsibility. So we have a dog. Ne? We have a dog. Love our dogs. I sometimes forget, maybe for a few hours, to feed our dogs.
Yeah.
I would 100% forget I have a child.
Yeah, 100%.
You get
is,
distracted.
and I drop stuff randomly. I'll drop my baby.
The back of my phone. The back of my phone is atrocious, ne?
Yeah, because that rolled into the street. We were chasing someone.
Yes, we were chasing someone. That's where that happened.
Okay, wait. Let's
back up.
Tell the story while I just look for that.
Okay, where was I? Like, if I can shatter my phone like this, imagine what I can do to like a child.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to mine.
Okay.
Okay. This guy, Calvin Kipton, wins the London Marathon in 2 hours, 1 minute and 25 seconds.
That's like 21 point something kilometers per hour. Oh no,
That
20
is-
point something kilometers per hour.
That is absolutely insane. I shout out to Danny Jones, the Welsh reporter. He also finished the London Marathon.
Oh, well done,
So
man.
if you guys do cool shit like that, please send it to us because we would like to know of that, because I can't even imagine finishing it.
Those athletes are built different.
Yeah, 100%, and then doing it in 2 hours.
So I've
2 hours.
I've been on a treadmill. Like the highest speed setting is 20 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
Those guys go slightly faster, ne?
Yeah,
Slightly. Like, well, 20 kilometers per hour is a pretty stock standard for what I think you are run. I'm on there for like a minute, just going full speed. Imagine doing that for 2 hours straight. That pace.
I think if a hippo was chasing me, I wouldn't even be able to
No.
reach that speed. Like,
Goodness.
I'm terribly slow. Like athletics, not my thing. I can go quite far, but my man, no,
Sprinting.
not 20 miles.
No,
It's 24 miles.
24 miles or 42 Ks. That is...
Yeah.
I don't know how anyone does that. And then
Madness.
people do the Ironman, which is even crazier.
Ironmans are sick though.
The triathlon.
I would love to be able to just say I'm an Ironman.
Yeah.
That is
It's a pretty baller move.
yeah, that is sick.
So, I mean, that's 4 kilometers open water swim.
Yeah.
Which is already...
That's far.
It's far. It's far.
That's
Like
far.
I swam in high school like competitively, and on a training day you would do about 4Ks. So it's a lot, but it's not that bad. You have a wetsuit on, but doing it in open water with like people swimming over you and under you and like this close to you,
It can
it's a
get quite
different game.
dangerous as well, right? It has to be. It
People
has to be
punch
dangerous.
each other in there. Like, so
Throwing hands.
it's a legit tactic,
Yeah.
in open water when someone grabs your ankle and they pull themselves forward.
You've definitely done
No,
that.
I've not. No. So my dad did an Ironman.
Yeah.
And he told me like a guy grabbed his ankle
And just
and like he turned
propelled
around,
himself.
blitzed him in the water, and then continued swimming.
Your dad is an absolute savage. He ran like the Otter Trail in a day
Yeah,
on a bet.
on a New Year's Day.
That's absolutely.
I want to continue that legacy. I'll do the otter on a day. We've been talking about it, to be honest.
And we're gonna film that as well. We've been chatting about that for about a year and a half. I think this December holiday,
Must get it
something has
done.
to be done. Okay. We need to keep each other accountable. So
Yes,
we're gonna
yes.
we'll run the otter.
Well, we're putting it out there for
Yeah.
well, run the otter is a strong word. Like
We'll
just finish
walk
it in a day.
very, yeah,
Finish in a day.
We'll walk it very fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, very fast is
Nee,
like
Gila.
we'll just walk it.
You're gonna have to go with us. You're gonna have to take footage of it. So
Gil is just he's gonna stand on the highway, take a drone, just fly it, just
yeah.
check, fly back.
Yeah. Okay, so on another thing on TikTok, I didn't know this was a thing until I saw a video of this. The Isle of Man TT.
I've heard of it. Is it motorbikes? Is it cars?
It's super cars, or super bikes,
Superbikes.
and they just I think so. The one video I saw, average speed is 130 miles per hour.
It's like
Average
that's
speed for
over
the whole
200
race.
kilometers per hour. So 220 each.
On
now.
average, they lose 3 humans every time they race. So I think the race is once a year. They lose 3 people, 3 drivers every single year.
Well, death or injury?
So just check this video. Gila, you'll put this up for the people to see, right? Okay, so
Are they touching they're not touching the tarmac. They just
it's in the rain. This one was in the rain. Watch.
I never want to hear ever again that high speed. And I'm in a car. No, man.
That's
Yeah.
we're probably gonna have to put off the music, though.
probably.
But
Yeah,
check.
man. How much?
Okay, so
How much
that's
do you
that
really
view.
value your kneecaps if you do that?
Check this. Okay, but this guy's surname is Dunlop. You have to do
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
like
yeah,
this
yeah.
if your surname is Dunlop.
It's like having a surname Pirelli and then being like an insurance salesman. It doesn't work.
But it's absolutely insane. So they lose about three guys every single time.
To injury or death.
No death. No,
Death.
no, not lose.
Not like a
they
DNF. Not a
lost.
DNF.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
Shit.
going upstairs, but
No,
or downstairs.
goodness.
Who
Oh.
knows? But absolutely insane. And I think like a marathon and that is now like in my list of stuff that I would never do. Maybe go watch, but
What about cliff diving?
do I have to do a flip?
No,
Okay,
no.
just like
a 30-meter jump. So that's you've done. I think have you done a 10-meter? Like there's one here close at the Yadong Diving Club.
I think the highest I've probably gone is the second story at a Woodhill house into a splash pool when I
Okay.
was a kid.
So that's maybe like 5 meters,
How far is the second story? Like second story
5 to 6 meters
on the roof of a second story.
Okay, let's be so you
Generous and say 7.
let's be generous and say 7. So
Okay.
you've been to our house at the back where the garages is. That's
Yes,
12
yes, yes.
meters.
Double that.
Double that. Red Bull cliff diving. It's all these sports now that make MMA look like pretty tame.
It's like, yeah, 100%. I think it comes down to what your fears are.
Yeah.
Getting punched in the face, I think for most people, not
Pretty up there.
appetizing. Yeah, it's really not fun. I don't think it's one of theirs. But for me, anything with heights, I've been offered to go skydiving as well. I'm okay. Like I'm
Not for
really
you.
like I'll maybe do it. Maybe we must do that as well.
As an experience.
As an
yes.
experience, an
100%.
active rest day. But I just can't see myself jumping out of a plane. Damn it.
I think I would rather contend with another human being because
Yes.
it's at the end of the day it's another human there.
Yes.
Like he's gonna get hurt. He's gonna get tired.
That's
Like,
a very interesting point. Like you respect nature.
yes.
and
I'm not
every-
contending with 200 kilometers per hour and tarmac on a motorbike.
There's no way. There's
Uh-uh.
no way. But anything with gravity, heights, top speeds, I'm not a fan.
And
at all.
then going subterranean, like let's say like diving.
I'll do diving. I've never done diving. You said I need to go do
Yes.
that
Yes,
that
yes, yes, yes,
course.
yes.
I think I'll do that, but I've never
Pretty-
done that.
So no, I know some people have like a really deep fear of the ocean and going
No.
down.
No, I think I'm good with that.
Good with that.
To be fair, you, like I said, I have a massive respect for the ocean. I'm also just like, I won't spend hours and hours in the ocean.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty cool.
Not for you.
Like if I never see the beach again, I'm okay with that. Like I'm really okay. I'm 100% fine with that. You, on the other hand, have no no, like I think there's something broken in you that is like shark, killer whale, octopus, whatever the case might be. You are just like, let's swim towards
Killer
it.
whales are so cool though.
Oh,
I would
no,
love.
They're not.
My dream is to swim. I really want to swim with an orca.
They
I think
are
they're
not.
cool as shit.
No, they are deceivingly, weirdly scary, and they're
yeah,
smart.
Exactly, they're smart. So
Yes.
they're not just gonna hop you.
Exactly. What they'll do is they'll play with you. And they'll drag you down, and then just as you're about to drown, they'll let you back
They
up.
know
and
you're
then
a
pull you
friend.
back. No, I've had nightmares about killer whales.
Really?
Yes, they are scary as shit.
I've seen one, but it was a little bit late in the ocean. I started swimming towards it. I was like, oh, it's getting a little bit late. There's sharks as well. I just swam back out.
They're pretty scared. Like sharks are pretty scared of killer whales. Right?
Yo, no, sharks. Because they eat shark liver. They're very
And
smart.
now,
They
and
just
now
hop
you
there.
want to swim towards
It's
the
not human
thing that.
liver.
Do you think? What if you got a cut close to your liver and they smell your liver?
No, but they know
well,
you're...
not your liver.
Yeah. So... I'm going to take that one on
Unless,
the chin.
unless it's like a Friday night or something.
Yeah, then it's something else. I have a pretty healthy liver.
Yeah, I think so.
The most damage I get from it is people kicking it.
Yeah.
Definitely. Anyway, no, like, I think they can smell the difference.
Yeah.
I like to think they can.
Okay.
I like to think orcas are my friends.
I do not enjoy that.
Not the
Yeah.
ocean.
I think you've mentioned as well that you swam with dolphins and you can basically see like the
scars.
scratch,
Yeah,
the
those things are
scars.
badass.
Yeah.
Like, where we go for holiday in nature's, the dolphins come just behind the waves.
Yeah.
So if you're fit and confident enough that you're a good swimmer and you can swim out behind the waves because it's
Yeah.
quite deep. It's about 200 meters in,
Yeah.
and you can chill there, and the dolphins come and they just sit around you. It's very, very cool.
I think that's also the other thing. I have absolutely, just like I'm pretty realistic. I have no confidence in my running ability. My swimming ability is also not up there.
No,
Yeah.
that's the thing. That'll
And how
catch you.
how
eh?
do you punch underwater?
You don't. You just you're at the mercy of the creatures.
See, I do not like
Not
that.
like that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Anyway,
Anyway, back to fighting.
Gazzy, big announcement for our boy.
Yeah, crazy. We actually have a lot to talk about. Let's just go to those announcements. But
I saw Adesanya tweeted at Drickers, just please
win. No problem. Like, yeah. Let me go.
How many? Let's put it in a percentage point. Ne? How many percent? How many percent is Whittaker better than the best opponents Drickers has faced ever?
That's a very interesting question. I think.
How much
I
of a
think,
step up is Whittaker?
To be honest, I think Whittaker is stylistically for Driggers the toughest fight in the division. I think he finishes Adesanya quicker than he finishes Whittaker, and it's just because of the fighting math will never make sense. We've seen that 100 times, but I think what Whittaker brings in terms of his all-round solidness, he's a pretty short guy, strong hips. He has creative combos. He's pretty stuck in not stuck. He's not, but he has his way of fighting, which hasn't changed quite a lot, and it's very effective. So I think Whittaker's super strong. I think it's gonna be, in terms of strength, is gonna be very, very close. But I do think that.
Yeah, obviously.
The brilliant coach Mornay Visser also has some interesting ideas of
He
how
has
to
some
approach
good
this.
game planning.
Yeah.
I must give that all credit to him. Like,
I think-
the game planning so far has been immaculate.
Yeah, if you can look past the rough exterior, the tasers, and the yelling, I think he is one of the most, I think, thorough-minded people when it comes to MMA as a whole,
and
and
game
how he
planning.
sees it and how he approaches fights. So I think it's going to be
Heck, your
interesting.
game plans have been immaculate. It's just now and then a toe might hit the box. and
Yes,
that happens.
that-
and,
that might happen
You might poke an
sometimes.
eye, but
Who knows? That was maybe part of the plan.
part of the plan.
Yeah, but that was announced, and it's an absolutely sick fight. What was your first thoughts when you saw that?
Ek was soos sure. this is a tough one.
It is a tough
This
fight.
is a
and I
very
think
tough one.
you can see it actually in the gym as well. The type of dynamic that's happening there is like everyone kind of knew this or the title shot might be coming, but he was already ready to game plan for either or. So it was like, okay, we're pretty realistic. We're going towards this. This is what we're going to be fighting with. And, this is the type of game plan we're going forward. So we have 11 weeks. 11 weeks.
That's crazy. I was actually, I was thinking it's going to be Adesanya.
Yeah.
Or failing that, I was thinking Vittori. I didn't think they were going to give him Whittaker now.
Okay.
So when I saw it was Whittaker, I was like, shoot.
So I actually also did not know. I had no idea until I saw Marvin Vittori and Jared Cannonier being booked. And then I was like, okay, well,
Yeah, who's left?
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So on that, Marvin Vittori, Jared Cannonier.
What a banger.
That's also a banger of a fight.
That's probably
Who are you
for-
leaning towards? I'm leaning towards Vittori. I think he's progressed quite a lot. I do not think he won the previous fight. It was pretty close, but I do think he gets it done against Cannonier.
I will disagree with you there, honestly. I think if Cannonier shows up,
Yeah.
because he didn't show up against Adesanya. If Cannonier shows up and he shows up in full, I think he beats Marvin. Honestly, I do.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I do like Jared. I think he's underrated.
I just think like Jared is kind of going on a downhill slope,
Maybe.
and I do think Marvin, for some weird reason, is going on a climb
He's climbing a little bit.
stylistically and technically. I think
Stylistically, Marvin definitely has the wrestling, which is always a big one.
Yeah.
Like he's a really good wrestler. Like he's some ugly ground and pound and everything. And when that fails, it's like he doesn't have a lot of options. His striking isn't the most crispy. It's not on Jared's level. I don't know. I feel like if Jared can just keep the wrestling at bay, we'll beat him on the feet. And I think Jared could do that. Like the way he shut down Brunson as well.
100%, yeah. And with another fight that also, like with them two, you can almost see them making a title run again. And obviously Drickus, the winner of Drickus and Rob,
Gets Adesanya.
So Drickus gets Adesanya. Rob might fight
The
winner of Vittori Cannonier. And then we have Sean Strickland and Abus Magomedov.
What a weird fight. Is
Very
Magomedov ranked?
I do not think so.
That's such a weird fight.
Let's check quickly.
Honestly, I don't think Dana has any love lost for Sean. Like, I really don't think the UFC loves him all that much. So they're just chucking him to like an up-and-coming guy, unranked guy.
I want Magomedov to win though.
I think he will.
But I also like Sean Strickland. I'm not like
I enjoy
his Twitter.
I've come around to Sean Strickland a bit.
Yeah.
I must say, there was one stage where I couldn't stand him. But I've come around.
Yeah, he's not ranked.
What's interesting about the Whittaker thing there is if the money line is like Drickus is quite a significant underdog in this one. Like significant. I saw Rob got bet up from I think minus 240 to minus 370 in 12 hours.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And Drickus is up to plus 300 at this stage, which is
that's insane.
People are not giving Drickus anything in this fight.
Pavlovich was a 2.9 underdog.
Which was crazy.
So you obviously you can quite see with odds, it's also sometimes a popularity contest.
It is,
in terms of like if you see a matchup, you'll try and put money on the guy that you like, and then the odds may shift depending on how much money.
It's not a strictly it's not a think thing always. There's a lot of emotion goes into betting.
I do not bet anymore, but when I did, I did that a lot with my heart instead of my mind, and that cost me a lot of money.
Yeah, no, it does. It does.
So it's so interesting. We also have Sean Brady, Jack Della Mandalina. Sorry, I do not know how to say his name, but
Jack Della.
This is such a sick fight. This is really a sick fight.
Just see if this is the same photo. There's one of their photos there where they're standing side by side and both of their noses are broken towards the opposite side. So one is pointing left, one is pointing right.
Yeah. And yeah, it was just very interesting to see Adesanya just tweet, please win.
Yeah.
So it's just like we've said this for years.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's coming, and it's
crazy to
it's gonna
think,
happen.
but just Drickers. He's like 2 fights away from being a world champion.
Yeah, and he like lives
Potentially.
like 3 kilometers from here,
Which is
Like,
crazy.
it's just- yeah. That's gonna be the scenes. Imagine the scenes. We were at Huntex. Well, I was at Huntex. Thank you for joining me, you guys. Fucking assholes.
Some of
But,
us have real jobs, Cameron.
Yeah, yeah, true. But what a sick event! And the only thought I really had, especially towards the end when there were a lot of people, because by the time I went, left, the masses were coming in. I was like, imagine this in a stadium, UFC here. It will be so sick.
It was held at Gallagher. Do you think that has the capacity to host one?
The problem is no. The problem is they have like different conference halls, so it won't. You can't fit enough people in there.
Yes. No, because you need a venue with 20,000. I feel like that's a good thing for UFC. I mean, we had the big dome.
Yes.
Which is now owned by some slimy ass people.
Yeah. Apparently they're quite in trouble as well.
Yeah, I've heard. Hopefully they sell it back to someone and we can have UFC Africa.
That would be sick though. That would be. I do not think they'll even
UFC buy the dome.
Let's say if they move out, they won't just bomb that place and just start
it's
over.
gonna be there.
It's gonna be there.
I mean, put a PI there. UFC PI and fight.
Yes.
Just the premier mixed martial arts destination in Africa. That would be amazing.
That would be sick. Yeah, no, I do think with all the fight announcements, it's getting me very excited.
Yeah, no,
It's
absolutely.
Really, and coming up, we also have a banger of a bantamweight clash.
Oh, yes. Cejudo Aljamain.
No, that's the week after.
Oh, Simon in Yadong.
Song Yadong.
Yadong is quite a big underdog as well, but I mean, Ricky's good.
Yeah. Song Yadong, Ricky Simone. That's a sick fight. Ricky Simone's record is impressive. 20 and 3.
20 and 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
Song Yadong, 19, 7 and 1. I like... Who are you backing? I like Yadong in this fight.
I do also like Yadong. I just always feel a little bit racist saying it out loud, like Song Yadong.
Okay. I love
But I
Song.
like him.
Yeah, I love... Let's go. I'm Team Song. And I'm backing him in this
Yes,
fight. I think he gets it done.
Emotionally, I hope so. But my head is leaning towards Ricky. But my heart's like, yes, let's go Song.
Yeah, I want Song to win. I think he is super strong. I think he can count. Yeah, Simone's wrestling is very impressive, and I do think Yadong is strong enough to counter that. And I think Song has massive advantages on the feet.
On the feet.
Yeah, I think he hits like a truck.
Ah.
I think he hits hard. Yeah, I think he hits hard.
These guys are in your division, both of them.
Yeah.
Who would you like to fight less?
Simone.
Just
Just because it's going to be a boring fight.
okay.
Yeah,
I got
because he's
you.
going to try and impose his wrestling. That sucks.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it's never a fun
it's-
time.
Yeah, it's just not. With your dong, you're just like you guys are gonna go at it.
Even if
each
you
other.
wrestle better than the guy trying to take you down, it's still a pain. It's still
it's
not
still-
fun.
yeah,
it's
that's-
still shit.
This morning we were literally chatting about that. We were in just as we warmed up. It's just like even if you beat everyone in the class, it does not make the wrestling session more or less fun.
Nah.
At all.
It's always tough.
It's fuzz nails. But yeah, that's gonna be a very cool fight. And then that Koya
And
Bahal.
Yesy.
Try and say that surname.
Olexi. Just go with Olexi.
I think that is the surname you get. Like that
Chick.
sounds like
Chick.
choking.
I think that's chick.
Olexic.
Olexichick? Olexichick? I don't know.
Let's not do
That's-
that.
That's my best
Let's-
attempt. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
It's like Jan J. Chick. Who
Yeah.
else? Prelims on a fight night are never too much of a banger.
Yeah.
Julian Erosa's fighting. He's fighting for, I don't know who's that other guy is.
Yeah.
Rodolfo Vieira also. Vieira is
He's fun to watch as well.
Erosa,
Yeah,
he is.
he's really fun to watch.
Vieira, is he the BJJ guy?
Which one?
Rodolfo.
Yeah. Yes.
I know there's like this one
I
guy,
think so.
there's this one BJJ guy. I think it might be him. That's just, he looks like a truck. And he jacked. And a BJJ enthusiast.
I saved a few things that I wanted to run past you.
Please do.
Yeah. Oh, Ryan Garcia.
Hey, I was
Tank,
right.
you were right.
I was very right.
I'm so glad we did not bet it.
Because I think I said KO in the later rounds. Is round 7 the later rounds? No.
No, that's
No, it's
definitely not.
How many rounds did they fight?
12.
Yeah, okay, no.
Yeah.
Well,
That's later than half.
That's later than
Yeah.
half.
Yeah.
But late rounds is like round 10, 11, 12, I would say.
It's actually scary to. I think it's 100% true. Ryan Garcia saying he had a mole in his camp. I do not think he tried to say it as an excuse.
Yeah.
But I do think he just wanted people to know, like, listen, there was a mole.
Yeah.
And I've heard this
Bunch
from
of snakes.
multiple fighters. They are notoriously famous for having moles in their opponents' camps. I've heard people say this about Conor. I've heard people say this about Mayweather.
Boxing, I can imagine it's rampant.
Now it's with the Tank. Obviously, they might have been allegedly.
I think I saw that post or something about this. It's this guy sitting in a car, and he comes very, 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 very close to admitting that he was the mole in Ryan Garcia's camp, but not like all the way. But it's like,
It was probably that guy. Then.
yeah, no, it was.
That's scary. Yeah, that must suck. Imagine just like from a type of teammate perspective.
Yeah, from an emotional perspective.
That must be terrible. Yeah, imagine you like had sparring rounds with that guy. You
Train with
sweat
this
each
person,
other. Yeah,
sweat, bleed with this person, and
Cry.
it's like, fuck out.
yeah, that is very interesting. And now we will probably not hear anything from boxing for a little while.
Yeah, probably for the next 9 months until Ngannou says he's gonna box someone again.
That's also very interesting because no one is giving him an offer.
Ngannou's not doing as well as he thought he would.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you think he regrets not staying with the UFC?
I think he's a very stubborn guy. I think he's got a good bit of ego on him. I don't think he regrets it, but I think it was very stupid.
I think he regrets it. I think he's at a solid 7 where we are now, and I think with every month it's gonna get a point.
He's been, like Bare Knuckles said, he's asking too much. PFL basically the reason nothing's been signed yet is Ngannou wants too much.
Yeah.
And no one in their right mind can offer him the deal that the UFC could.
Yeah.
Because yes, Ngannou, he's got his shtick. He hits like a truck. He's got that shtick and he's got it going for him. And he's built his name through the UFC ranks. But the longer he sits out, the longer you don't hear from him, like the less you kind of care.
Yeah.
And that's a bit of a sad reality now. I feel like the UFC, they gave him a platform. They could have given him a fuck ton of money.
I think they offered him like a $8 million contract
for John Jones.
Yeah.
8 million for John Jones. Not a 3-contract fight.
Sheesh.
For 8 million, like $2 million a fight, $8 million plus pay-per-view points for the John Jones fight.
Yeah, that's solid. Yeah, that's and still say no about it does not make sense.
I think he wanted 30, and it's like, okay, at some stage,
relax. Chill.
You're being offered the biggest deal in UFC heavyweight history.
Yeah.
Probably there's like, you could probably count on like one hand guys who've made more, who've had bigger contracts with the UFC. So Conor, maybe GSP,
Chael.
There
was a video of Chael saying like he got offered an insane amount of money to fight.
Oh yes, I remember. I can't remember
that short clip. But it was definitely.
I think it was on Fragrant, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's where he admitted. I think it was either 6 or 8 million.
Yes.
And that's
pre-inflation. Yeah.
That was Chael days.
So probably Chael.
Yeah.
Maybe Khabib.
Yeah, I think Khabib made about between 10 and 15 million for fighting Conor.
Yeah.
But again, it was a Conor fight.
Conor fight. Yeah. It was no, like Ngannou. I think his ego maybe got the best of him.
Yeah.
And I know he says a lot of times, no, I did it because they didn't give in to my other demands for all the fighters. And it's like, listen, if they offered you 30 million, you would have forgotten about your other demands.
Yes,
You know?
100%. 100%. I do
If they
think.
offered you for...
And also, what's the plan? If you go to boxing, okay, because it's quite, the paydays are massive in boxing for the main fight. The guys on the undercard are getting jack shit. They don't get anything. So, are you going to the WBC and saying, "Listen, old guy at WBC, I want everyone to get paid more"?
No. You're going to be
He's
like...
probably not doing that.
No, there's no way he's
Well,
going to
not
do that.
anymore. So,
And, I mean, let's say you were boxing and you had a record of... If you had an 8-0 record boxing, you're doing a lot better in the UFC than I think you would have done as even African boxing champion.
yeah, 100%.
Like, boxing-
You get literally guys that their job in boxing is you fight them so that you build your record.
Yeah, they just can't.
Like, yeah, they're 3-105.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like so Tommy Fury's combined opponent record is like I think it was something crazy, like 10 and 130.
Yeah,
Something
That's-
ridiculous.
that's insane. Yeah,
no boxing.
box. Yeah, well, let's quickly jump to another sport that we thoroughly enjoy and hate at the same time. Golf.
Golf, boys.
Yeah.
It didn't go well. But yours also went horribly.
It was bad. Like, I'm still safe. I do not owe you a watch.
No,
but,
you don't.
But I was so frustrated playing. I think I was also just like super fatigued and sunburnt. But man, Gila had some editing work to do.
Yeah, goodness. You had to edit all those shots straight.
yeah. And also, it's dropping on Thursday, so if you guys want to watch that, it's about a 20-minute video of us just being super frustrated.
No,
And,
it was bad. I'm never hitting a driver in my life again. I'm hitting 3 irons. That's it.
I love the compensation on that video. It was absolutely amazing.
Is it that bad?
Yeah, you can actually see it in the video. It's bad.
Just with the driver or with the irons as well? I think it's just the driver, isn't
No,
it?
it's just the driver.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, the iron. Some of your, I must say, our short game and my putting, not bad.
If we had...
Except when we had that competition when he went to go pick up the club at the previous hole. That was terrible.
Because I hit... No, my putting is so bad. I don't know. You'll probably see it. I think it's probably in the video. Where I hit an okay driver shot.
Yeah.
Like, not too bad. And then I pured, like, a fantastic iron.
Yes.
Like, just before
you
the
were
green,
putting for birdie.
chipping, putt for birdie, and then I finished one over.
Yeah, it was also on Sunday I went to go play like like 6 holes, just
Mashy.
early morning mashy, and as I got to first shot off the tee, I promise you, peered it onto the green. I was like, what? Yeah, we're
Amazing.
back, baby. I love golf again. And then my putter, well, your putter, but my putter is not in my bag, and I'm like,
Oh no, shit.
I just want to go home.
I noticed it the other day. I went home and I was like, oh shit, ek nog chemiese putter.
But I was putting with that 50 degree, so I
Yeah.
just thinned it every single time. My putting game was on point. I think that's my new putter. Like, I'm
Is
not
your
buying
50
a new.
degree?
Yeah, Scotty Camerons are expensive. I'm gonna be putting with the 50 degree. It was absolutely. I had the best round ever.
The thing is, I can't possibly putt worse. Like, I might as well try it.
Rock bottom is a great foundation to start.
I
on,
think
so,
I probably 3-putted every single hole. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah,
I would break 100 easily
I think.
if I just 1 or maybe 2-putted most holes.
Can we just 100%? But can we have a round of applause for services?
Oh,
It's like it's.
What a course.
Great.
It's really beautiful.
And also another round of applause for Caro's Kitchen Swarma.
Oof.
Because that
That hit very nicely.
was absolutely, I think that was the highlight of my day.
It was the shawarma afterwards. Just nothing taking out your frustrations on the shawarma.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. We have a lot, I think, in the coming weeks to look forward to. Hopefully I get some fight news soon.
Ooh.
Who knows?
You'll tell me afterwards.
Yeah.
And we'll tell the podcast at a later stage.
Yeah, but check out the golfing video. It's dropping on YouTube. For everyone that's listening, it's dropping on YouTube. Cameron MSP Saaiman, the YouTube channel, on Thursday afternoon. So if you want to go check that out, please critique our golf game.
I kind
Tell
of
us-
don't want people to watch it, if I'm completely honest. with you.
like, please, if you have any pointers, let us know. And please let us know, who are you picking? Ricky Simone, Song Yadong. I'm going with Yadong.
I'm gonna go Simon. I think he's gonna. Oh well, I'm not gonna make a bet with this one. I'm gonna
Okay.
say I hope for Yadong.
Okay, I hope for Yadong too.
Cheers, people. Go watch our
Cheers.
golf video.
Yes, guys.